This is definitely coming out of the tail end. I'll put this stuff like that. Tail end is about to get dark. And it's real windy out here today. Hope we don't see what it's hitting for the rest of the day. Try to make sure I open up these gazebo curtains so that way nothing would come down. Got a little hot sausage out here. And I got something I gotta put up, but you know, me coming out at the tail end, it's probably been a real nice day, but I waited till this late to come out. This part right here gotta go up. Move down some type of way with all the wind that they going on out here. Today I get it. Yeah. The wind is definitely still windy. The wind's still winding. I'm gonna fix other stuff in a few. But for right now, just step outside a little bit, a little wind, get a little air. Try not to hurt my leg even further, because today or yesterday, I think it was today, I did kind of hurt it some more. But yeah. Let me get my behind somewhere, sit down real quick before I do hurt myself. Oh man. Alright. Sorry, y'all don't have much of a view. I'll turn this sideways so y'all can maybe see something. Oh, shoot. But this suits me just fine. Getting me a little bit of air at this last minute, but I just came out here to say, for one, I'm thankful when I open my eyes and stuff that I do get to hear the voices of my sons. And I wish it was my daughter as well, but you know, I hear the voices of my sons greeting me. Hello, Mom. And all that. That's my little homemade sausage dog I got. That's all the view y'all gonna get for right now. But yeah. Hey, Mom. So, I appreciate that. Put on my other little cute glasses, I think. As always, forgot the water. I had quite a few dreams that was kind of like almost running into one another while I was laying down. I'll definitely be out here till it turns nighttime, of course. So another 40 minutes or so. The sun's about to go down, but it really feels good out here. Felt good enough to sit out here all day, but I knew it was gonna be windy, so Didn't never want to risk nobody just sitting back watching me. For the most part, everything stayed up. It got up to 20 degree, 20 mile per hour winds today. Um, these flies and things trying to get out of here. They need to find their way out. But yeah, 20 mile per hour winds, and where else was it? I pretty much slept through it, so I'll probably be up all night. So there's this dark spot and stuff that has appeared on my son's neck, and it looks like it's dirt, but it's not. It's something with the skin, something with his skin. And I checked it, and it has like a name, Octa something, Necrodins, Negrodins or something. I don't know. Negrodicans. I'm gonna look it up and look to see some more because I'm hoping it's nothing serious, but it can, it could be because something's going on with your liver. It could be cancerous. It could be all these different little things, and of course, I'm hoping it's not cancerous or anything like that, but just never know. And of course, when I start feeling like that, I'm just like, damn, I'm trying to give my kids more than a fighting chance, Been here 11 years, I'm trying to give them more than a fighting chance, but I even took my own son to the doctor for my leg. When it comes to the kids, I try to take it serious, especially when I got the means and I'm able to do it. But at this point, I'm educating myself and seeing what I could do at home and just learning about it and stuff like that. So that way, you know, be prepared. If I had some dream, okay, so after I seen his neck, I went to sleep and then I had a dream that he may have stepped outside or something like that, and I heard a pop. And then he came back in looking like distraught. It's not that he be deeply distraught. Well, he might be, but it doesn't seem like his facial expressions show that he's deeply distraught. But he's just like a little shock factor going on. Like, what just happened? And he went outside and his neck, right in that same area, and I touched his neck. His neck was like cut open. It looked cut open. But I heard the sound of a pop, like it was a bullet wound or something like that. But it wasn't I meant like it was a bullet, but it didn't look like a bullet wound. It looked like a slice, like something had cut him open in that same spot. And he was just looking, and I was trying to grab him. I'm like, what's going on? And I was like, get up on the bed, get up on a higher level. And basically, I guess so I could elevate him and check him out. I don't know, honey. I don't know what I'm doing. I just trust God that he continue to make a way for us some way, somehow. Get these nasty looking flies out of here. Like, y'all really gotta go. You really gotta get up out of here. For real. Here. We keep on switching. He's switching sides whenever I try to get him out. But anyway. So yeah, that's what was going on in my brain today. I had another dream, or part of a dream, where it seemed like my youngest son was playing outside or something, and like male pat head like literally patted him on the head, not or like rubbed the top of his head for some reason. And then we was living in my old hood. That's what I call it. It feels so good out here. It feels amazing. This is the perfect temperature, and the winds even are fine like this. But he was in my old hood from when I was in elementary school when we first moved away from another one of my old hoods. And and of course my neighbors to the I'm staying where I was staying at the real place. They was to the left of me. I think was they to the left? I don't know. They might have been to the left. They might have been on the right in this dream. But they are the neighbors that was here that's current right now. They was in the house and their blinds was a little open and you could just see them moving around a little bit doing something. And one of them had the male, you could see his shorts and stuff. You could see his shorts and stuff. They was like he was sagging, so you could see his boxers, should I say. Of course, it reminds me, kind of, sort of, oh, what's his name? Kind of, but I don't know. I never seen this man sagging, but it was him. So I don't know. I don't understand that. What is that? You can almost see his ass. But I was like looking up in the vines, and then I think they had before I was out there, they had asked my youngest son or something, "What y'all doing?" And we had said packing. But this the thing, see, when I was living over there and we moved out from over there and then we moved into a house. So, we moved into a nicer place, but it was still the hood. So I'll say over there, we had minimal problems. The only problems was directly across the street from us. And it was just crazy. It's always that directly beside me or directly across the street. Never nobody down the road or anything like that. Directly across the street. But other than that, we had minimal issues. I enjoyed that residence as well. Um, Again, trying to get y'all to have a little view. As a matter of fact, turn the view up a little bit. But yeah, didn't have that many problems. But it's always it seems like it's just always somebody that want to try you on some slick stuff. Slick, stupid stuff. And that's what they was doing. So that was that or whatever. So I don't know. Anyway, we was moving out. Well, I'm not gonna say we was moving. I'm just saying he asked my son, and my son was like, "Yeah, we packing." Well, he came out there anyway. It's like they come out when I come out. I'll tell you. It's so nerve wracking. But yeah. Alright, I guess he went on back in the house or whatever. I'm so tired of seeing these people, honey. For real, for real. And it definitely make me feel like, yeah, we need to be packing and we need to go on about our business for real. But, So that was it. That was another dream. I don't know what else is going on. I don't know why I keep having the recurring dreams being at that place. All I know is when I lived at that place, it was fun for me. I didn't know it was the hood, of course, when I was younger. Now that I'm grown, yes, that's the hood. And now that I'm grown, it's the real hood. As a matter of fact, somebody just, I think it was a reported shooting over there within the last week. Not exactly where I stay, but just in the neighborhood. Um, I had some dream too where I went somewhere and I saw my daughter's so-called dad, and I tried to knock him upside the head, definitely in a temple with a hammer. Something that I definitely feel like, oh, I wouldn't mind, baby. I wouldn't mind at all. But yeah, tried to knock him upside the head, and I don't know, something happened. He was under he was under a floorboard or something like that, and he had like the tool that they use when you go get your feet done that scrubs the stuff off the bottom of your feet. He had a metal one of those. It was long or whatever, and which I want something. I actually have a tool exactly like that. It's for metal. It's for shaving metal. Of course, the one they use is smaller, so it's just for shaving the bottom of your feet, getting that dead skin off. I really want mine done, to be honest. But he had that, and he was under a floorboard or something. He was like, he had one little space where you could see out, and he was like pushing that towards me or something. So I don't know. That wasn't like a weapon. That, I guess it could be used as a weapon, but it wasn't a weapon. And then and then yeah, I don't really remember anything else in that dream. I remember the dream about my son's neck, the one about so-called neighbor next door. Oh, and then another one from when I was in a mall meeting. This happened in real life. It didn't happen exactly like this, but it happened in real life. There was a guy I went to community college with when I was younger, when I was 19, first graduated, and I met him and linked up with him. We was in class and stuff, supposedly learned. But me and him, I don't know if we skipped school, but we definitely we went to, he showed me places in the town that was close. He showed me places in the town that was out there or whatever where he was from. He's just like a hop, skip, and a jump over in another town. And I think to shoot, I don't know if the girl he was telling me he took her virginity and stuff. I know she went to school in this town that I'm in, but I don't know if she's from another town or whatever. I might go just look her up and see. I don't know. I think she's from this town, but I don't know how he linked up with her. But he was telling me how he took her virginity and stuff like that. I'm like, what? And I think really he's from Africa. He might. I don't know if he was born in Africa, but I know his dad. I believe his dad was. He's definitely got an African last name and stuff like that. And so yeah. But he actually took me to the mall to meet the girl who took his virginity when I was younger. And I remember her saying stuff like, oh, well, she was dead in front of me, but she told him, I didn't know you like petite girls. I was real small back then. I didn't know you like petite girls and stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't know you like petite girls or something. But I met her or whatever, and I don't know exactly what I was meeting her for, but I guess because I had her. And she was working at the mall or something that was in their town or whatever, at a little kiosk, and when it met her or whatever, it was cool. It's cool little link up if you ask me, but I don't know. I guess he was trying to get at me in a certain way. Of course, sleeping there, whatever. I guess by him telling me that he took her virginity, I guess maybe he was trying to entice me. I don't need to guess, honey. He actually got into bed with me with boxer shorts on and stuff like that, and we didn't do anything, but you know, he got close enough. I probably felt his print or something like that, but it just never happened. and and he ended up going on with another girl, and she ended up becoming like my best friend. And then of course after that we're no longer best friends. But yeah, he I don't know. That happened in the dream today, and then today in the dream though, I went linked up and met up with the girl, and then another girl with like an afro walked up. I don't know. It wasn't the best friend girl. Looked like somebody else. You don't really look familiar, but she walked up and she was like, she was saying something to the other girl. They were kind of going back and forth, but not in a bad way. They wasn't cussing each other out, but I know she ended it with, all right, I love you. And she walked off like, I'm not going to entertain this or whatever. I don't know what all that means, what all that's getting at. I tried to remember as much as I could, but honey, by the time I open my eyes, yeah, them dreams try to definitely go to oblivion. So, that's that or whatever. That's what was going on. Um, yeah, so that's that. That's that on that. I'm looking around trying to figure out how I'm going to set this other blanket. It feels so amazingly good out here. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm loving it. I'm looking around seeing how I'm going to set my necklace, set up, get up. Because, yeah, it's going to get set up. But yeah, welcome to April. Today's April the 1st, April Fool's. Shoot, that might be the reason why I'm dreaming about it with a dude in it with them pants sagging. Because I know April 1st, 2020 is the last time that I basically heard from, what's his name, with him telling me stop messaging him. And it was on April Fool's Day. And so he's already pretty much a damn fool. I won't say a goddamn fool, but a fool. And then you message me on April Fool's Day. It's like a double whammy. But and I wasn't even saying nothing to him. Like, I'm telling you, from January of that year, I hadn't said anything to him. But he was sitting there saying stop messaging. So he was trying to reach out. He was trying to reach out to me. That was his little crazy way, trying to touch bases with me. And I was on about my business working. But so April passed, in May, then June, and July came. And that's when I tried to make contact with him. I called myself making contact with him. I guess it just had to happen. So other things can happen a certain way, but that's when I tried to make contact with him by going to that place, and he wasn't there. But other stuff occurred. So that's what it reminded me of, because he didn't really sag too much, but he still sagged a little bit. And then in the other dream, my son seemingly got hit or whatever. I don't know. I'm glad that he was still alive or whatever. It wasn't really blood even shed. It was just, you could see the cut and it was bloody. It was open like wound and it was bloody. And it wasn't even a big wound. It was like a small slice. Well, if it happened in real life, it's big enough to do some damage because it was opening, like, the flaps opening. But speaking of that, I remember when my previously known so-called stepdad, I don't really call him so-called stepdad because I don't feel like I be having a reason to say so-called. But he really did part of his big one with us. But just that I don't rock with him right now. And I don't really think at all. But he stuck his hand through some window or something. Not really. I don't think he was trying to break in, but somehow, and the glass panes or whatever fell on him, and he got his hand. I think it was his right hand messed up. Stuff went through his skin or whatever. He was bleeding, bloody. Had to get stitches, I guess. So that was that or whatever. It just kind of remind me of that. Just people getting wounds or wounded. You know who these people are that's gonna pass by here or whatever. But yeah, wounded. Should have closed my little curtains, but it's all good at this point. But yeah, people getting wounded, and felt like riding on the back of a man's moped. Honey, I ain't mad at you. I'm not riding a moped, maybe a motorcycle, no. Cause you won't really get muffed up in a moped because it ain't going too fast. But yeah, so anyway, so that's that. Let me put on my little sunglasses. I mean, not sunglasses, but little fashionable shades. Show y'all how they look. Ooh. Gotta do your little Instagram pose, but yeah. I really want to wash some clothes today. I have lately been trying to wash little small loads and stuff like that, so I'm gonna do that today. I got something that I want to wash. I don't like the way it's smelling. But that's pretty much it though. I just be thankful I still hear my son's voices. In light of some of the things that's going on now, I'm really glad that stuff from like people from the, who were teenagers in the 90s. See, I wasn't a teenager in the 90s. I was just becoming a teen in the 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. But the teenagers in the 90s, and the 80s even, but the 90s especially, some of their stuff is coming out. Like, they definitely pushing 50, if not mid 50s. Some of them late 40s if they was just the younger ones. But yeah, their stuff is coming out and it's being exposed, and I'm glad it is, because I really feel like a lot of that stuff needed. Like, this is in the celebrity world, but in the real world, a lot of that stuff need to come out. And of course, I do you one better, even the older generation, who again been feeling like they done got away with certain stuff just because it's decades later. But their stuff is really showing up in the younger generation. That's why I said I'm not gonna do that. Y'all gonna hash your own stuff out. Whatever trying to show up in my life that has to do with y'all, baby, it's sent right back. Let it manifest over in your vicinity, because I don't want no parts in that. I don't want shit to do with it. Don't do me. And but I see it, daily. I haven't really been talking about it specifically, but I see it coming out where people, husbands, of course, I don't want to say it like that, but a husband, of course, had an affair. Their wives want to cover up. Oh, I know all the details, and she might do, but I know all the details. I know everything. We have this or whatever. We've talked about these things, but it's coming out in the public, so it's kind of looking scandalous or worse. And oh my goodness, excuse me. I've been wanting me some good chocolate cake. So good. It's places that I order from and I can get it, but I just haven't. But let me try to close this curtain back up. I'll do that so I don't feel the need to keep looking back in that direction. Yeah, my knee still got that pressure on it, baby. Like when I try to bend it, it feels like it's like a ton of bricks on it for real, like real heavy. It does not, and it don't want to budge. Just like now, you putting too much strain on me. A knee that I could bend over a week ago, and now I can't. That's crazy. I can't even stretch it the same. And I just here I am, just waiting on it to heal. Something that can happen so quickly can take so long to heal, if ever. I do think if I was in better shape, I probably would have healed faster. But you know, my muscles wasn't set up like that. See the way my muscles set up, it wasn't happening. But yeah, like I said, the scandals of old are coming out. She probably started the era when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. It probably just opened up something where all the stuff where older generations is coming out. At least that great group. And I just want them to really, they don't really gotta tell us their business, but because a lot of them are celebrities, I want them to be honest about that stuff and just stop lying. Like I say, you ain't really gotta self-incriminate yourself or whatever, but you really need to stop hiding that stuff so it doesn't try to pass down to the younger generation and stuff like that. Because we don't want it. I don't want it. I'm gonna speak for myself and my younger ones. So that means even my previously known so-called mom, their age. It's their age group and stuff like that. Cause they were teenagers in the 90s. Well, she was probably 20 something in the 90s. But let me see. 49. Her mama had her 69. 79, 89. Yeah, she was 89. She was 20. So yeah, she was about to turn 21. She was already older, but yeah. But even that group right there, that stuff needs to come out, show itself, and let it manifest in their life. And they need to know how to deal with it. Which is, to me, it's simple. Just go to God in prayer, and just have to stay prayed up. You need to repent, but they really rather just keep it covered up. Like what's coming out about old girl, it's like she probably just feel like I'm just keep it covered up, even though I know what's going on. It ain't really y'all business or whatever. And well, she was basically having an emotional breakdown, saying, y'all are attacking me, y'all coming for me, and all this. I mean, if you the type that like to be in the spotlight and want to be seen and all this other stuff, then yeah, the people got. I'm not saying it's okay, but they got the playing fields to come for you in those type of manners, because that's what you like. Different if you low key and you stay to yourself, and they don't really know who you are to begin with. They wouldn't know who to target, but anywho, and then these girls, these side chicks and things like that, is just popping out and just talking, been side chicks for all these years. Well, I don't know if again amongst their circle they've known about it. So it's no secret to them, but because now it's coming out in a different type of way where the public is knowing about it. That we don't even have nothing to do with them. And they're, of course, condemning and all that, whatever. Stone throwing or whatever. Because honestly, with my whole situation, like, if it was a whole side chick type situation or whatever, yeah, I know about certain stuff that's going on. I don't know everything, but I know about certain stuff going on. But I think some of the stuff she's finding out is probably new to her. Like how he, one of them living in the same area and stuff like that, close to her. And oh my gosh, it was some wild stuff. And I don't want to go into it because, of course, somebody listening might know who exactly who I'm talking about. And I'm not really in it. But then other people, like social media influencers, their drama's playing out in the public eye and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, I've done had drama too, mine. And I'll be sometimes wishing that mine would play out in the public eye so I can get my chance to speak up. And so, yeah, people can scrutinize certain people, whatever. They'll know, dang, this is what you did to her. But I really kind of wanted it to start on the more local level, the more personal level. Like, families and stuff sitting down having this discussion, but they wouldn't. They wouldn't. They haven't. Nobody want to sit down and do that. And then there was a time when I told my daughter, so-called dad, let's sit down and let's do. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to do that. I'm like, oh, okay, because you don't want to be exposed and have the truth out there. But really, him saying that, none of them did. Nobody want to speak on. I hope you're not gonna say that. I hope you're not gonna touch on. No, I'm still gonna bring that to God. I sure am bringing that right on to the forefront, asking God to continue to examine that, and He knows what took place. And when I'm speaking about that, I'm talking about the abortion and just things that have happened to me. No, baby, you did it. I'm not finna sit here and front and lie. And then these males will make you look like you the bad person. Like even in that situation, the father have even been basically called out, and he's still trying to make the mom look like she to blame and she the bad person and all that. And I'm just like, y'all wild. Even though you chose her, you had babies by her, then you went on and moved on with somebody else. You gotta know that you doing that and thinking that a woman, a female, is discardable and you could just move on with ease and grace. You gotta know that that's heartbreaking and that sucks. You know what I'm saying? So how are you? I'm just not understanding. How are you not the bad person? Unless you know that you got proof that she schemed and plotted and she spiked your drink and this, that, and the third and raped you and all this to you know, you the bad person. You were sober enough to know where to stick your penis at and have children. And then you went on the left. And it's not just him, it's a whole lot of them. It's countless ones just like that, but don't seem to be being held accountable. So glad that stuff coming out, but I'm telling you, it must have been when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. And I'm talking about entanglements and stuff like that, and shoot, everybody was like, forget about it. This is how we coming, this how we rocking. I'm like, dang, and y'all really do. Like, honestly, my previously known so-called dad, he's told me some things that his ex-wife might not know. Know that he felt like this about her, and then my previously known so-called mom, you know, and stuff like that. And I be wanting to say the stuff and tell certain people and get it out, because I feel like on the next level we could start afresh, we could start anew. And honestly, me and what's his name even got some stuff out in front of my previously known so-called parents. I put them on a 3-way text message and we said stuff, and then he was texting back to me and saying stuff or whatever. I guess because he knew he had an audience or whatever, and saying stuff to me. Sometimes he don't even go that hard to respond when it's just me and him, to be honest. But he knew that they was watching, so he basically wanted them to know how he felt about me, or what he felt like he knew about me. Basically, like, look what y'all produced. It's funny to me, but it was just weird stuff. So we put some of our stuff out there, and I don't mind talking about it or whatever, as long as it's the truth. I don't want that. Now, some stuff will make me feel a type of way. Some stuff will have me feeling a type of way, like, dang, you had to say that, but we was willing to do it. Not them though, honey. Now, when I was talking to my previously known so-called dads, you know, I was considering her wife, but I don't know what she is. I don't call her that no more. I just say living female, living woman, whatever. She was putting stuff out there, and she wasn't doing it in a messy way. She was just talking to me and telling me about it. Maybe that's messy in itself, you telling his daughter. I don't know, but I think he was doing the same to her. He was telling her kids stuff about her and whatever. But I'd rather have that type of stuff, because then stuff can be based on more of a truth. And if we gotta laugh at one another and laugh about the situation, then cool. But don't sit there and just hide and stuff like that and have people timid. Like this stuff, like for me, I feel like, oh dang, I'm the only one going through this, dealing with this, but this stuff didn't happen in other previous generations. And I shouldn't really be feeling ashamed to talk about it or whatever. But no, they made it to where you feel ashamed. Ooh, girl, y'all did that. We ain't do that. And even with my grandma, she was like, we ain't have. We didn't have to do that in my generation. And she didn't make me feel bad about it when she said it, but she was just like mentioning, we didn't have to do that. But I'm sitting here like, girl, what y'all did do didn't get you nowhere, so what? What you mean? Didn't get you nowhere far, evidently. But no. But I don't still have her alive to talk to her and find out any information. And then she seemed to start withholding information anyway. And like them kids is living in this household with them. Them kids is like 4 decades younger than them, maybe even 5. So if they don't really have them types of conversations, they ain't gonna know none of that stuff. They ain't gonna know the questions to ask and things like that. And now I feel like these kids are a little smarter, but then again, maybe not. Or when somebody buying them something. And plus they got an old hen up in there, she could trick them for real. But yeah, my ear is itching for some reason and I don't like it. That's my left ear. I recently got me this like ear cleaning thing off of um the site I've been ordering off of. But yep, so that's that on that or whatever about everything. It's already been 40 minutes. Like I said, it will get dark at about 7:40, almost 8 o'clock. So I'm getting ready to fix my stuff up out here as best as I can. I have some stuff that's tearing up out here, baby. But anyway, so yeah, stuff just need to be sorted out. And see, just for example, my daughter's so-called dad's dad, he can't sit down and discuss anything because he's no longer here. What's his name? His mom can't sit down and discuss anything, no longer here. My people, again, last I knew, they were still alive and like, yeah, well, I guess, probably thriving and all types of stuff, but still living with all that stuff on the inside that, things that they may have thought they got away with that again shows up in my generation or even my daughter, my kids' generation. Um, so with that, I don't hope or wish none of that they come around and talk about anything because I don't want to be around them at this point. God knows I don't. Because I feel like if y'all can hide it for that long, that y'all willing to go hard to hide for more and y'all really at the dangerous point. And I don't want no parts of that. Because then you're going to think that I'm supposed to be a part of that. And that's not it. I'm not there with y'all. Um, what else was it? But yeah, still feeling good out here. I'm going in, of course, soon. I just wanted to come in. It would have been good if I sat out here in the sun early and got that sunlight, but it's all good. I caught some of it. I was in the house watching gang related. That's another example of, covering stuff up and just keep covering. You don't mind how many dead bodies. Really, the white man, Tupac, got more of a conscience, but you don't care how many dead bodies you gotta happen or whatever, or lives you gotta ruin, as long as you can get away with the fact that y'all killed a DEA agent. I guess you thought he was a thug or whatever, and you killed him based on, again, a monetary reason. Y'all want to keep getting away with stealing drugs from drug dealers and making money off of it. That's what I mean. Crazy stuff went on. And I'm just sitting back watching God uncover and seeing stuff unfold and just patiently waiting because, I done did my dirt too, but Honey, I don't be feeling like I did half of none of what they did. Before I got caught doing this stuff. It's like I didn't waste no time saying nope. You not. That ain't for you. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm trying to, take heed. And then at the same time wondering, like, dang, Lord, they did worse than me. Why they ain't get caught? Why they ain't get dealt with? And at this point, it's just like, I ain't worrying about it. But I see a panic and all that in some of the public ones. I don't know what the ones that, on my, that's really more central and local to me, more personal to me. I don't know what they got going on. I just know I don't interact with them. And I feel like I'm not interacting with them because they just make up stuff. They lie, they hide, they don't want to keep it real. And I'm sure it's embarrassing, shameful stuff. But for me, I want my kids to know. Shoot, it was something that I recently told my daughter. I didn't really want to think I'd ever have to tell her about a freaking like type escapade type stuff, type ordeal. But I did because look, I'd rather her know the truth of the matter than be caught out here. I'd rather, than me worrying about, oh dang, my name gonna look real bad. I want them to look like I never did none of this. No, not to my kids. But anyway, so I see that. And like I said, I don't really want to link up with none of these people that have done this. I just want them to repent where they at, and I even want things to happen in their life to know, so they'll know. Oh, Miss Missy over here brought this to, so God will let them know. Miss Missy brought this to my attention, and yeah, I seen you when you did it anyway, but it's affecting somebody in this type of way to the point where they're bringing it to my attention. Well, don't you think you need to repent? Don't you need to make stuff right, make stuff better? I want God to speak to them and hold them accountable. I sure do. Right where they at, every location that they at. And it ain't even only just my previously known bloodline family members and loved ones. It's people that's not even in my bloodline, honey, that just, like honestly, I was even thinking like some of them I feel like need to be troubled in their spirit or whatever. And honestly, some of them might feel like wanting to commit suicide if they don't go ahead and go forth with it. I don't wish that on them, but I'm just saying, I know how it is when God is not wanting you to commit suicide, no, but I just know how it is. See, honestly, the enemy taunts you. If God allowed the enemy to taunt you with that thing, that's when you do probably become suicidal. See, if God address it with you, he's going to help you to get healing and turn away. Yeah, you definitely don't have to suffer the consequences and suffer things because of things that you did. But yeah, they just be wildin', honey. And like I said, I'm not here for it. I'm not with it. I'm not here for it nor with it at all. By far. So I'm gonna wait till the sun go all the way down. I'm gonna fix my stuff out here that I want to fix, and then like I said, I'm gonna go back in the house. I'm gonna try to get some stuff done that I really did. I didn't know how much I needed to literally get off my feet. I haven't been able to cook like I wanted to. The last thing that I really cooked was I made some macaroni, but I made some curry chicken and rice the other day. I had to keep on sitting down. I made these sausages that I just ate, but I haven't been able to really fix anything like that because yeah, I've literally been bedridden. Now I know what it's like to be bedridden, honey. That ain't fun. Sometimes I be wanting to be bedridden and not be able to not really be capable of doing anything. But shoot, not how I trade it. I'd rather use my two legs to be able to walk and get around and actually be active and doing something and be able to sit down and take a break if necessary rather than not being capable of doing this stuff. I came out here early this morning, 5 something this morning. Was a man doing, I guess, his morning walk routine or whatever. He didn't think nobody was gonna be out here, but we up, I'm up. People woke. Don't ever get it twisted. He was just looking, staring at me like I'm in the wrong place to be. No, baby, you're in the you in the wrong. I mean, I'm not saying he was wrong. He was just walking, but he was just staring me down like I'm somewhere I don't got no business. Probably may have thought that I was gonna do something to him, but no, I'm just looking like, what are you doing over here? But I get it. He wanted to probably walk during the time when it was quiet. It was peaceful. That wind was winding. It was real. It felt good. But so it's been almost an hour been on here, which is cool. I'm going to make my youngest son a grilled cheese, and I don't know. So with that dream where that male was rubbing on my son's head. Don't touch my kids. Don't bother my kids. Y'all don't have nothing to offer them. I'm not saying that my kids couldn't have learned anything from them, because it's some good things, but the foulness of them, how they are, I don't like that. Y'all nasty for a reason. Y'all nasty like that either because of what your parents did to you, that some of these parents are dead, no longer living. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't go back and make anything. I don't want to say make anything right, but they can't come back and make anything right, but you won't fix anything. So now y'all carrying that, or just whatever else may have happened, whether it was civil unrest and stuff like that, because they are that age to where all that civil stuff happened and all that. So I don't know. But don't take that shit up with me and my kids. Because it's definitely F y'all. It's definitely a big F you. Don't bother with us. So basically, it's keeping people kind of divided. So whatever we know in this generation and over here, y'all not going to know. Y'all going to have to figure it out. Whatever y'all know, I guess we won't know. Gotta, and I don't like that, but I'm good on it. But they started to want to know, it ain't really that she started to know more of what's going on here than she was willing to share there. But before it got there, God just allowed for things to change. Because now you ain't finna just know what's going on over here, and I don't even know what the heck going on over there. And I didn't care that much, to be honest. I really didn't. Honey, I wasn't going knocking on these people's door, checking on them, seeing how they was doing. Nothing this whole time. When I see them in passing, I would speak. Previously to all this other stuff happening, I would speak and stuff like that. But I would speak, but that's about it. Like, hey, how y'all doing? This, that, and third, and talking past, and I don't give a damn about y'all. Shit, and now I realize y'all definitely don't give a damn about her. You don't give a damn about yourself, really. And I don't appreciate it. I love that my greenery is growing back up. It barely left, but you can see it's definitely filling back in real nicely. So, yeah, I gotta go put some stuff back up. Some things fell down that I want to put back up. I don't want to hurt my leg. But that wind was winding and it made it fall down. So that's what I'm about to work on. Oh my God, I just thank God for this wind today. It feels amazing. I thank God for a peaceful sleep that I had. I always thank God for good rest, peaceful sleep. I thank God that me and my kids ate today. I thank God just even still just for the thoughts of my daughter. I don't know what's going on with her, where she's at, but I just thank God for me, for the ones that I love, and I pray for peace in her life. If it's lacking, I pray for strength. I continue to pray for discernment, for her to know what direction. Continue to pray that she continues to develop in her prayer life. Like, don't forsake her prayer life. Don't put that on the back burner. Make that a priority. I pray that she knows how to repent and forgive quickly as well, and don't let the enemy come against her. Try to attack her and stuff like that. Definitely still trusting and believing God that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Definitely still trusting God for me and her to reunite in the proper way, the way that, God sees fit, God intended. Because a mother and a daughter, mother and kids, I'm supposed to be in their lives. Not trying to wreck or ruin their lives, but, I almost want to say I want another chance in my daughter's life, but it's like, I do feel like, I don't want to say another chance because I feel like I have the right to live my life similar to the way the dads and stuff. The dads can just easily just go do their thing. They ain't worried about it. But then when you ready to just pop back up or whatever the case may be, that's when you get a fair chance. I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm not gonna say bitter about it because it is what it is. God allowed it, but what? After I've been here the whole time doing what I'm supposed to do, you definitely shouldn't have no type of no say so like that. But at the same time, God has the first and final say. It ain't even about me having no say so. So that's what it is. And yeah. And this is just me, backyard chronicles, just sitting in my backyard, baby, and let the sun. Then let y'all watch the sun go down the whole time. Mm. Feels like beach weather for real, honey. I'm talking about feels amazing. Everybody should, I don't want to say everybody, but some should really be able to have peace in their front yard, wherever, and just enjoy their life, man. It don't even have to cost much or anything like that. Have love. I welcome love in my life, the love of God, agape love, especially and specifically. But yeah, and if you come in with less, then I don't want it. I'm good. I don't want no little form of love and stuff like that, which what we formerly knew or thought it was. I want real, genuine love. Because from love going for a whole bunch of other stuff. You're willing to be taught. You're willing to listen. You know, you're willing to right wrongs. But anyway, we'll get started on this stuff that I came out here for. So that way, by the time I'm done, I can go ahead and go get ready to go in the house. I'm gonna leave the camera running just because. Maybe I'll show y'all my little fit, my dress. I walk in front of the camera. You can't really see it now. But yeah, that's what I'm on. Okay, I'm back to handle my business. I'll go ahead and upload this video. It's been an hour. That's the other side of the game. I'm gonna sit out here still for a little while because it just feels so good. But be back later.